Cassie Hunt or Casey Hunt was speaking with Trump campaign press secretary Caroline Leavitt about the upcoming debate. Leavitt, of course, immediately went to Steve Bannon after this. And this, again, is all about the Trump people trying to, maintain expectations. And the problem they have, and they've had this problem from the very beginning, Joe Biden is both a criminal mastermind running a massive crime family, but also too inept to bend over and tie his shoes. Now, I happen to think that he would have a problem bending over and tying his shoes. But this is the dilemma they've created for themselves as a political matter. How can a guy who can barely talk beat Donald Trump in a debate? And
also beat him one time before. I mean, that undercuts he's such a pathetic loser narrative.
Now he's so old.
3 years later, yeah. You know who's older? That guy too, who's also seemingly losing it.
But they've got to just make sure that they have a lot of narratives that are, at least they've started the first chapter of these narratives, or maybe the first third, so that they can pick it up in the event that Donald Trump fails against Biden. And so here is Caroline Leavitt, Trump's press secretary.
To Joe Biden, can you tell us what Donald Trump is going to do differently on the debate stage this time?
Sure. Well, President Trump is well prepared ahead of Thursday's debates. Unlike Joe Biden, he doesn't have to hide away and have his advisors tell him what to say. President Trump knows what he wants to say, and he's going to relay his vision to the American people to make this country strong, safe, secure, and wealthy again. He's been doing that across this great nation to all corners of this country. That's why he was in Detroit, Michigan last week. He was in Philadelphia for a big rally on Saturday night. And that's why President Trump is knowingly going into a hostile environment on this very network, on CNN, with debate moderators who have made their opinions about him very well known over the past 8 years and their biased coverage of him. So President Trump is willing to bring his message to every corner of this country, to voters, to ensure that he wins this election in November. He looks forward to doing that. And I know the American public look forward to hearing from him.
So I'll just say my colleagues, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, have acquitted themselves as professionals as they have covered campaigns and interviewed candidates from all sides of the aisle. I'll also say that if you talk to analysts of debates previous, that if you're attacking the moderators, you're usually losing. So I really want to focus in on what these two men are going to do and say when they stand on the stage. Now, we have a little bit of what Donald Trump, your boss, has said in trying to set expectations for this debate. I want to play a series of his comments, and then we'll talk about it. Watch.
Well, maybe I'm better off losing the debate. I'll make sure he says I'll lose the debate on purpose. Maybe I'll do something like that.
I assume he's going to be somebody that will be a worthy debater.
Should I be tough and nasty and just say you're the worst president in history? Or should I be nice and calm and let him speak?
So he's basically saying there, well, will I let Joe Biden win? It does seem as though many Republicans have set the bar very low in terms of arguing that Joe Biden is basically senile. Now you have people like Doug Burgum coming out and saying, well, President Biden's very accomplished, trying to set expectations in a different place. What do you expect from Joe Biden?
Well, first of all, it would take someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently,
we're going to stop this interview if you're going to keep attacking my colleagues.
Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I'm willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will have equal time to Joe Biden when they both join us now at later this week in Atlanta for this debate.
The thing about Trump is you're very unfair to him.
Unfair. Perfect example of why I can't get a fair shake. I think I'm going to cancel the debate.
I don't really care about besmirching the colleagues or whatever. I mean, of course, like it's a little precious. I understand.
They're very, very sensitive to this at those networks, is my understanding.
That's what it seems to be the case. But it is funny, though, to see that montage of Trump, because it is such a departure from how he was presenting himself before. And he's already saying, should I just lose the debate? He's setting the
I'm going to
expectation.
lose it on purpose just to make senile Joe overconfident.
I am magnanimous.
That's the way I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? I think this is going to be too much of a slaughter, so I'm going to lose the debate just so that it continues to be a race. Because I feel bad that people might not make as much money on TV. So I'll make it like it's a close race.
I like that he's like, should I be really restrained? Should I do a thing that I'm actually constitutionally not capable of doing?
Yeah, right. And because he wants the crowd to be like, no, go for his throat. We don't get.
Well, what are you
We want to
doing?
see elder abuse.
What he's doing is he is building in the critique for everything.
Yeah.
Remember I said I would be restrained. Like if he gets cowed, he doesn't know how to handle it, and he just clams up. Remember I said I thought I'd do that? That's what I decided to do.
I was
Or
presidential.
remember when I said maybe I poop my pants, and that's what I decided to do. I pooped my pants because I thought, oh, it's gonna be funny if Joe's like, what smells? And that's what I did. That's why I did it.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be funny with no audience in there where he has no one to play to.
100%.
Yeah, that's actually true. I mean, I don't think that the muting them when the other one's not speaking is the best move for Biden. But the fact that there's no crowd,
You'll still be able to hear him.
Trump likes to feed off a crowd. He's a crowd surfer by
I
trade.
just can't imagine that Trump is not going to try and walk over and be intimidating in front of Biden. Like,
The handshake.
Yeah.
He's gonna do his classic. Have you seen those montages
Yeah,
of
where he
him
does,
pulling
like,
people in? He's gonna do it and try to knock Biden to the ground.
I mean, it's gonna be something. It really is gonna be something to watch. Again, we will be covering that
Live.
Thursday night live,
Having fun.
out on the trail. Now you can only do so much covering for Donald Trump's failure. You also need to have an argument that maybe it's not even going to be Joe Biden there, or if it is Joe Biden, he's not even going to be the real Joe Biden. He's going to be the fake Joe Biden because he's going to be hopped up. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.